So welcome guys to Arsenal update number 18. And again, if you guys want to download the Arsenal collection, check out the link description. I have Java and Bedrock. So first of all, I just did this for fun. I made the NATO logo and I have two of them here. One is like this with the regular all blue. The other one, they have like the alternate pattern. And then this is like O10. So I have a couple of tanks over here. We've got America. We got Deutschland. We got the UK. We got France. And we got Germany again. And then we got Italy. And now we have Poland. I just finished this. This is a Leopard 2 PL. It's a Polish modernization of the Leopard 2A4. And yeah, it's finally had this added to the collection. It's actually in the front row right here. And one notable thing about this tank in particular, I just noticed, was they have like this antenna right here in the back. That's kind of weird, but they have that. Another addition is the Iris-T SLM. This is a German surface-to-air missile system, and I have like 3 different kind of vehicles. So right here, this is the launcher vehicle with like these antennas poking out like this, and a landing gear deployed. And then here's what it looks like in transport mode. So I have the antenna kind of like folded down. And then the other one, this is actually a TRML 4D, which is the radar system for the Iris-T and other systems. So they have this big metal dish very top of it. And this is the one in transport mode. And I have a third variant. This is just like the command control center. So they have like this box in the back. It actually opens up like this. See a little bit inside, but yeah, not really. And here's the other one with it in transport mode. I also have a brand new C-130 Super Hercules, and this is actually the J-30 variant. So yeah, it's a little bit different because the J-30, they have an extended fuselage section compared to the other one. And since I don't have the other one, like the standard one, I guess I'll show you that in the next Arsenal update when I finish it. And this one is based on the 36th Airlift Squadron in Yokota Air Base. Here's how that looks like. So finally, we got the brand new C-130, and hopefully we're going to add in an AC-130 later. I also added the MiG-29UB. This is the twin-seater tandem seat version of the MiG-29, so the cockpit's a bit longer for an extra seat, and like this pitot tube in the front, it's a bit shorter to make room for this. So here's how it looks like. It's in the Ukrainian flag markings, which is actually called an anti-mykola camo. Apparently that's like the nickname for it. Whenever you see all these like Ukrainian flag blue and yellow markings, that's what's called. And I actually have another one. This one is actually called the Ghost, and it's like a black MiG-29 with the anti-mykola scheme. So yeah, very interesting aircraft. I also added the Me-2 helicopter. Now, this is the MSB used by the Ukrainian Army Aviation for training purposes mainly. It's not really for frontline because it's really a small helicopter, but it's from the Soviet Union. And I don't think it looks good. It looks ugly, but I am making the entire Ukrainian army. Another new system is the NASAMS. This is the Norwegian surface-to-air missile system, also developed with Raytheon, which is American, so it's kind of Norwegian American. And I have a couple different ones. So this one is just in your plain green. Looks like this when it's in firing mode, and then when it's like down, I guess if you want to reload it or something, and the antenna's kind of slanted like that versus vertical. Then this one's from the Royal Netherlands Army, so they have the NATO woodland camouflage. That's what that looks like in active, and then in passive. And I also have the Norwegian camouflage one, so it's kind of like a different color, and it's like a splinter camo. So yeah, I have the 3 versions of the NASAMS now. I also added a new ZIL truck. This is the PM30 Airfield cleaner. And yeah, you can use this in your military airport for cleaning purposes. Also, it's known as a city sweeper. So they do have a snow plow here in the front, which you can use for winter months. And they have like these like hoses that come out in the bumper sides. And they also have the street sweeping like brush thing here underneath. It's kind of on diagonal. And I guess this part is filled with water. It's like a water tank. You use this in the air base. You can see this is how it might look like if you use it on a real Air Force base. We also have a new Kamaz truck. This is the ATS-7 5350. It's a fuel tanker truck. So you may notice it's like a brand new design for the Kamaz cab. So this is the brand new design, and actually replace all the other Kamazes with this design. I'll show you later on. But yeah, this is the fuel truck version of it. So this is the fuel tank, what it looks like all around. And here is the new update Kamaz truck on all the other ones, like the PMP, and the bridge layer. And you may notice like the bumper is more accurate. It's like shorter, it's like a half block with like signs in the front, kind of 3D effect. Because before the bumper would stick out way too much. So yeah, I really like this new design. Feels like it's more akin to the real Kamaz, design. And here we have it on the BM-21 Grad, as well as on the Panzer trucks. So yeah, here is brand new design. Hope you guys like it. Now for the development world, I'm actually working on a lot of new things, especially like Antonov. So here we have an Antonov N-74 for Antonov Airlines. I plan to put this in Ostamo Airport, but just need some finishing touches. I really like that turbofans on the top. And then over here we have the Antonov, and well, this is going to be the Russian Air Force. Then I also have the Antonov An-124 Ruslan, which I plan to make one Ukrainian and one Russian Air Force. And here is the beginning of another Antonov aircraft. I'll let you guys guess what it is. Also working on the Hawk. I need a diagonal version of it. And I plan to later add in the single-seater anti-mykola MiG-29. And here I am working on the C-130. So here is the one I showed you guys in the update. So notice the tail, how it extends outwards. So especially what I noticed is from this point here, the skeleton skull to this thing, like this angle, there's like a big gap here, right? But if you guys look at this one, which is the standard J version, they're like right next to each other. So that's one thing I've noticed. But apparently the J31, that's really popular. Like they use it maybe even more than that standard one. But over here we have the C-130H, which I also am going to be working on. This one has the radio antennas and 4 blade propellers. And here working on the French Caesar howitzer. Expect that to be done in the next Arsenal update. And here is the MZKT ballistic missile launcher. Going to be for the RS-24 Yards, I believe. This is like going to be a brand new overhaul design. And here is the little beginnings of the Vasilki Air Base, because I want an air base for the MiG-29s. Also for the Nimitz aircraft carrier, I did add in some changes since the tutorial version. Like while I was making the tutorial, I figured out some things were off. So now this is like updated, just like really minor things. Like this thing was a little bit off. The tutorial one was fine, but it's just an update from the previous Arsenal update. I also added a third Nimitz carrier over here just to show you guys, with an empty deck, and the elevators are kind of separate. So just in case if you want that, now it's going to be in the Arsenal as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this Arsenal update. Again, if you guys want to support the channel, join me on Patreon where you can download this on Java and Bedrock. Links are going to be in the description down below.